Welcome back to the Will Go Club. I'm your host and self-appointed Go Evangelist, James Story. Today's video is on connecting well. It's not just good enough to connect, but you should also try to connect well. Before we get started though, if you like what you see today, please give us a thumbs up, please subscribe, find us on Facebook, contact us there. And if you're new to the Will Go channel, we have a number of playlists. Lessons in Logical Sequence is the one that we suggest you start with, as the knowledge in some lessons is based on knowledge in previous lessons. So doing it in a logical sequence will be, well, it'll just be logical. Okay, so white has just played this move out to here, and their threat is Atari. And if black tries to get out, then white captures, don't they? You'll see this pattern a lot. This happens a lot in some Josekis also. Let's look, before we see how black should protect this cutting point, let's look at just some surrounding groups here. So this white group is very strong. It can easily make life out here. If black cuts, white just has a ladder, don't they? Yeah, quite easy. This group in the corner, the tripod group, is alive. If white plays something like this, black descends there, and they're going to have two eyes. If white plays this, here, there is a video on this if you want to see it. And then here, and here. So both these two groups here, are alive as they stand. The question is this weak group and this weak group. Obviously, black would try to surround this group and capture it. That'd be great. And the same way, white would like to surround and capture this group and reconnect with their group here. That would be great for them. So the first obvious way to connect, protect this cutting point is just the simple connection. But you can see that black is kind of left with a string of stones here. A string of stones, something like this here. Here's 4 stones. This doesn't really surround any territory. It doesn't make eyes. But if you did something like this, the table shape with the same 4 stones, you can see that now you're starting to surround territory and make at least one eye, probably right here. So rather than just having a string of stones, trying to spread out is just a lot better of a possibility. Another way that black could do it is here, but this is very bad, obviously. Atari, black connects, and then if I were white, I'd go something like this, because you can see white's only one move away from a net, aren't they? So that would probably be a very bad move too. Additionally, this move here allows white this kick, and then they have the throw-in and the snapback, don't they? So if black plays here, white's going to play here, and then black has to play this move anyway. And then white will probably extend out to there. So that's a really good exchange for white. If black plays anything but one of these 4, if they play out here, for example, or here, white's just going to Atari and capture. So the best move for black to try to protect this cutting point is this one right here. Notice if they do something like this, white's just going to jump out and be ahead in the capturing race, aren't they? So this is really the best move for white right here. White might try to Atari, black would connect, and then extend out to here, and black would keep extending too. The white group is caught between these two black groups, so it's still its viability is a little bit in question, but the black group now is starting to extend out and can make a box shape here, grab the vital point, start making eyes. So I think I would rather have this black group than this white group in this situation right here. Another thing that white might try is simply to sacrifice those 2 stones and play this move. Atari, black connects, and then white comes out, and notice that white then has an Atari and a ladder next. Black has a couple possibilities here. They could Atari this side first, and then when white extends out, turn back down this way. That's one possibility. They could also just simply extend out, or they could Atari this stone and drive white that way. They could even get like another free move off it here if they wanted to, and then come back and probably protect the cutting point with a tiger's mouth, something like that. This would allow white maybe, although right, yeah, that's not a good one because white's going to cut. And notice black doesn't have the ladder because this then is an Atari for white. So I would probably play this move here instead for black to protect this cutting point with a tiger's mouth. trading this move for this move is kind of optional for black. And like I say, maybe they just want to simply extend out to here and proceed with things that way. Although, I guess that doesn't scare me so much as black. Anyway, that's one little lesson on how to connect a potential cutting point for white. Thanks for watching the World Go channel. We'll see you next time. If you like what you saw, please give us the thumbs up. Have a great one. Goodbye.